Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Mark here at just outside the campus of the Molokai. Well, it's the Molokai Learning Center. I don't know what they call this exactly. The University of Hawaii Maui College Molokai Annex or something, I guess. Anyway, this is the college where I do my study stuff. So I come here and work on school things. Right now, I've been doing a lot of prep for financial aid stuff. That's what most of my summer before the class starts has been doing. So when I come here, I'm working on that. When I work on my work, I'm usually at home or at the library. Um, so, but I want to take a minute today. Hey, that person. I want to take a minute today, and I apologize. It's probably kind of windy out here, and so you're going to get a little cross breeze stuff. Sorry about that. In fact, I'm going to sound check this just to make sure and see how it sounds. Yes, indeed, there is some sound, wind going on. As soon as I say that, then the wind picks up. That's pretty bad. So I'll hold this a little closer to my mouth so it's not quite so bad. I should just, lay this right here. How's that sound? Is that good? Uh, so what I wanted to talk about today was about fundamentals and about the basics. And this is sort of related to what I was talking about yesterday, but it's also related to the 5 areas of my life that I was talking about a couple days ago. And the reality is that the fundamentals of things, the basics, are not that complex. They're fundamentals, right? So naturally they're pretty easy to handle. But I know for myself, and this talking here, I'm mostly ranting to myself. So this is kind of a self-reminder that I need to work on this. It's that I get in my head a little bit too much and I overanalyze things, and I don't just think about the basics and the fundamentals of what I'm trying to do, and I get all like elaborate and complicated and complex and analytical, and I overthink things. So I'm trying to do that less. And when you think about it, I mean, the fundamentals of anything, it really just boils down to a couple things. Fundamentals of making money. Earn more, spend less. That's the basic fundamentals of it, right? And there's a lot of ways to do that, but as long as you're just focusing on, okay, I gotta make more money and I gotta spend less money, and so where all your focus is on, then you're going to be able to accomplish the task of making more money. Or work, there's only a few things that you do in any given job that are, or in a business, that are the things that create revenue for your business. And so focus on the things that generate revenue and improve your product, and then you'll have a better business. Creating value for your customers, things like that. Solving problems. That's the key for any business, really. Or with Wushu, yesterday I was talking about fundamentals of Wushu. Basically boils down to 4 things: flexibility, explosive strength, stamina, and technique. And you focus on those 4 things, that's fine. You don't have to overthink it. You don't have to worry about having the best silk, or having fancy carpets, or having great coaching, or training for a million hours a day. It's just those fundamentals, and if you focus on those, then you'll improve. Fundamentals of, I don't know what else, guitar playing, scales, chords, progressions, licks. It's just have to put in the time. And I think that's part of the issue, is that it's a lot easier to analyze than it is to work. And so I get into the state of thinking a lot and not doing any of the work. Whoa, windy. I think this is the side with the microphone. I'll put it against my chin like this. Let's see how that goes. So that's what it boils down to, really. I was reminded of a talk, Darren Hardy, who's the editor, publisher of Success Magazine, and he does a lot of self-development stuff. He has a couple books and things, and he talked in one YouTube video I saw about. I'll try to link to it in the description below, but he talked about that the keys to super achievers. I mean, like people like Warren Buffett and people like Bill Gates, Richard Branson, all those kind of people, that the keys to their success really boil down to about 5 or 6 fundamentals of whatever they're doing. 5 or 6 fundamental things they do, and they just do them consistently, and they achieve amazing success. And it's not rocket science; anyone can do it, but you have to put in the work. Warren Buffett talked about how one of the keys to his success is less about what he says yes to and more about what he says no to. So there's this process of editing that's really important too. Editing things out that do not serve you or serve your goals or serve what you're trying to do. And I think Steve Jobs also talked about how the keys to Apple's success isn't so much on the products that they make and the things that they do, but it's more just as much about the things that they don't do and the products they don't make. So it's about editing yourself and about focusing on those core fundamentals that are the most important parts of what you're doing and what you're trying to do in your goals. And so this is something I've been thinking about a lot recently, the last couple of years, but also more so even in the last couple of weeks, is the importance of really focusing on those fundamentals, really getting down the understanding and decomplexifying. Is that a word? I just made that up. How's that? Decomplexifying my decomplexifying.com. I should go register that. And simplifying the process. Like I said, I used to have this like really elaborate 5-year like goal process, and I had it worked out where I did a 5-year thing. This is the big goals I want to accomplish in 5 years in these 5 areas. And then I said, okay, if that's the goals I have in 5 years, what do I need to do each year to accomplish those goals? What are my annual goals? I said, okay, those are my annual goals. So for the current year, 2016, what are the quarterly goals? What do I need to accomplish each quarter to achieve that annual goal? And then what do I need to achieve each month to get that quarterly goal, this current quarterly goal? And then what do I need to do each week of this month to get the monthly goal? And then what do I need to do each day to get this weekly? It was just so much. And I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. So I just boiled it down to like, okay, here's my big goals. Here's what I need to do this year. And more importantly, here are the core fundamental actions that I need to take each day to achieve that goal in the long term. So I took out all the in-between stuff, all the quarterly stuff, the annual goals, all that stuff. And I just said, okay, if this is my big goal 5 years from now, and this is the small goal a year from now, what is the one thing I need to do every day that will help me achieve that goal? I'm not getting into all the details. I'm just saying, okay, so for example, one goal for, I don't know, let me think of an example. Okay, so for fitness, for example, let's say your goal is you want to lose weight and you want to compete in wushu and you want to do something like that. So let's say you have that 5-year goal. I want to get on compete at Worlds in 5 years. And so you know that the 1-year goal for that is, okay, I'm really overweight and out of shape. I need to lose like 50 pounds or something. So then if your 1-year goal is to lose 50 pounds, what is it you need to do every day? Number 1, exercise. Number 2, eat healthy. That's it. I mean, if all I did for the next year, everything else being the same, is just exercised more and ate healthier, I would probably lose 50 pounds in a year, or whatever the goal is. So it's not about making it really intense. And then the application of that is what's really important, and it's the action. I wrote down, what did I say? Something about how it's the So actions, in my mind, actions are more important than analysis. They're both important, but I would rather be somebody who just takes a buttload of action and doesn't overthink things than to be someone who overanalyzes and doesn't really get much done. One is sort of the definition of hard work, right? I mean, you work really hard, and even if you're not like being super critical or analytical and you make some mistakes along the way and all that, that's okay. Because I'd rather be that person, because you're going to get a lot more done and learn a lot more in the process than the person who thinks really carefully about everything and overanalyzes and says, well, what about this situation? What about this? And let's analyze and do some research and figure this out before we do any action. And that sort of over-planning is like the death toll for productivity, in my opinion. So I'm trying not to do that kind of thing as much as I can. Oh, is that Ruhi? No, that is not Ruhi. That's right. She's at work. Sorry, you can see over here. There's a cars driving by, so I can see people driving, and I'm like, oh, I think I know that person. Why don't I give you the nice 360 view here, so you can see exactly what's going on. So we'll just take a look around, so you can see. There's Conica. There's a ballpark over there, and there's a street and the college, and hello again. So Anyway, that's just something I was thinking about today. I was going to talk about how completely unemployable I am, but I thought I'd save that one for another time. And it's true. I've been working for myself too long. I don't think I can work for other people anymore. But it's a skill. It's a skill that you can develop. So I'm sure I could go back to that if I had to, and if it's necessary. I'm okay with it. But anyway, that's it for today. Hope everyone's doing well. Sam, who I've known like 15 years, I think. Right, Sam? I think we met like 2001 or something, way back in the day. But she has a great singing voice, by the way. But America's Got Talent. So she suggested a sign-off phrase. So I'm going to try it today and see how that feels. I don't know. Actually, it feels pretty good. I like the sign-off phrase. That was a good one. Good suggestion. And what else was there? Also, yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to say goodbye. Oh, by the way, it's been July 12th. It's July 12th now. Tuesday, yeah? It is Tuesday. And things are good. I mean, look at this weather. This is Hawaii, so, it's paradise, but it's pretty nice out here. And it's nice just to kind of sit out here on the lawn and not think too much. Oh, look, there's students over there. So that's it, and hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday or Wednesday if you're on the other side of the date line, because it's Wednesday in Japan right now, right? In Australia, New Zealand, all those places. Indonesia, Hafiz, how you doing? And that's it for now. I will talk to you later, and keep on keeping on. Ciao.